It's time for the Busted Open Holiday Party and the best awards show in pro wrestling. With more stars than the Oscars and bigger than Tommy's Golden Globes. Busted Open live on YouTube presents the 2023 Busties. Here are your hosts, Dave LaGreca, Bully Ray, Mark Henry, and Tommy Dreamer.
Welcome to the 2023 Busted Open the Busties! And we are here with the innovator of violence, the landlord of the House of Hardcore, and the heart and soul of professional wrestling, Tommy Dreamer!
Thank you, David.
And WWE Hall of Famer, the world's strongest man, a world champion in not one, not two, but three different sports, Mark Henry. And WWE Hall of Famer, TNA Hall of Famer, the most decorated tag team wrestler of all time, Deathmatch God, and you can hear him every single Wednesday night for Busted Open After Dark, Bully Ray. I'm Dave LaGreca. More importantly, we have the Busted Open Nation in the house.
Represent.
That's right. I love it.
Right.
A lot of familiar faces out there.
A lot of familiar faces, some Hall of Famers as well. How about George Napolitano is in the house?
Oh, yeah.
Much love and respect always.
Seth Turner from the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame is in the house.
That's
Got a
right.
nice program.
Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility is in the house.
Whoa, all right.
Keith Elliott Greenberg is in the house.
Milking the nation.
Milking it.
Mike Riker, the original producer of Busted Open, is in the house.
OG, Henny Lope.
Marissa Rivas is in the house.
Mother Marissa, yay.
And of course, Big Boss Man Eddie Bersili is in the house.
Big Balls Man. Shots.
And then working home from remote, our producer Paul.
Well, he would be working from home. Snacks.
You believe that?
Working from home.
Working from home.
Well, guys,
Did you get the same
I
pay?
didn't really want to come out of the house today.
Oh, come on.
There's traffic.
Paul is doing
There's
an
a lot of
amazing...
traffic in New York City, and, I'm really happy at home with my wife and my child, and I'll just produce remotely.
The
Well,
holiday
children.
season.
Listen, Paul has done a tremendous job in 2023. Our whole staff has done a tremendous job. There's so many people to thank, but guys, you know, and Bully, I'll start with you, man. 2023, what a year for Busted Open. What a year for pro wrestling.
It's been an amazing year, and pro wrestling is thriving right now. And this show is really thriving. And I'll begin by putting you over, which doesn't happen every day. You have to. We all have to acknowledge the guy that created this show. Remember when you were told that this show would never make it?
Oh, yeah, I've been told that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and now we're at the Fishbowl in the SiriusXM studios. This is reserved for the heavy hitters. So I think the nation on
Taylor
behalf of
Swift was in here.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift was in here performing.
Where? Because I'll cut that part of the carpet out and sell it on eBay.
But Dave, great job. Another great
you.
year for you and Busted Open.
And my Booker of the Year.
That's right. And we'll talk about that later. No, but I have to thank all of you. Of course, the great staff here on Busted Open, but you know, you, Mark, Bully, Tommy, Thunder Rosa, Mickie James, our new host, Justin LaBar, and Jonathan Hood, Denise Salcedo. We have a great crew here. So I want to thank each and every one of you for, as you said, Bully, taking this show to that next stage. And that's exactly what you guys have done. I think your opinions are second to none. And we're going to get some of those opinions on the show today.
All right,
Because
let's go.
we're going through the entire 2023. The categories are set. We have our winners. They're in these envelopes right here. So I'm really looking forward to telling everybody who we thought had the best performances in the world of pro wrestling in 2023. And Tommy, of course, for you, it's been a great year. You're the TNA Impact Digital Media Champion, so I know it's been a great year for you on a personal level and a professional level.
Personally, I had a lot of ups and downs, my mom passing away, but this actually gave me hope that when you're feeling your lowest, things can happen and turn around like that. So it really did, like I said, with this, was about change, and I just wanted to be happy with it because, when you're dealing with a lot, but honestly, I don't deal with anything once I walk out through the curtain. Once I come out on the radio, it's just like we flip the switch and we go out there, perform. It's been an amazing. I'm blessed. We're all blessed, and just as I always become older, I become more reflective, and with this show, we had people in our corner. Your talent can only go so far. If I look at my career, if I look at Bully's career, I saw something in Bully, and then Paul Heyman believed in him. Same with me. And for you and this show, your hard work, we all believed, and it's like we all just uplifted each other. Yep. And I don't want to live in the real world. I love my fake wrestling world, and I'll continue to live in it as much as I possibly can. It's a beautiful world that we live in.
You all right?
Notice how he took credit for giving me an opportunity.
I did.
You see that? See how he just dropped that in?
I did.
Just dropped that in there right there.
Go carry my belt bag.
Take that.
Go get my belt bag.
Why are you wearing my leather jacket?
Hey,
By the way,
we did about to ask.
We did
I
not
didn't know
plan
it was
this
Goodfellas
at all.
Day. If somebody would have told me, hey man, it's Goodfellas Day, brother. Make sure you wear the leather jacket. I would have worn the leather jacket.
Now,
How
a lot
can I
of
look
people,
slimmer at the holidays.
a lot
Where's
of
the
people
leather
ask
jacket?
me,
We got
Dave.
2 jackets out of 1 cow.
That's it. I didn't get the memo either, Mark. But a lot of people ask, why are we doing this show so late in the day and not in the morning when we normally have the show? And for the nation that's here, it's because now it's after hours and the walking, talking zombies aren't walking the hallways of the 37th floor. So we wanted to make sure that we can get every member of the nation, because you would have walked into them. They would have had no idea who you were.
I was worried about that.
A little bit worried,
I
right?
don't like scary stuff.
Yeah.
And I was afraid that I was going to see a zombie or something so.
You might get a straggler.
Might get a straggler. There's going to be a track meet in here because I'm going to be out.
And then, guys, this is historic in a lot of ways, too, because we are streaming live on YouTube right now. So this is the first time we've ever done something like that. So this is really, really important. So it's amazing to, once again, make history with you guys and the Busted Open Nation.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And who let Savage in the building?
I have no idea, but somebody should throw him out.
Savage is looking dapper out there in the crowd. But no, and again, for all the nation members, because it's not easy traveling in New York City this time of the year. So for all the nation that made it out here today, thank you guys so much for being a part of it.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Because it was hell getting in here. Did anybody else get stuck in traffic? Yeah.
One person did.
One
All right,
person.
but you know what, George George is a Hall of Famer. George, you should just tell everybody I'm a Hall of Famer. Make way. That's what you need to do, George. You need. There you go, George Napolitano taking pictures for us, which is amazing. All right, guys, are you ready to start the 2023 Busty Awards?
Man.
What is the very first category?
Well, I'm glad you asked, but before I announce the first category, let's bring in one of our hosts. You hear her each and every Friday, and that is La Mera Mera, the most dangerous woman with a microphone, Thunder Rosa.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hola.
Hello, Thunder. How are you?
Blondie.
I'm Blonde. I'm on my way to Houston because, I'm going to go and see the Houston Rockets tonight. So I just make sure I park, I'm safe, and I'm not talking as I'm driving, because it's very important to do my first Busties as an official host here in Busted Open.
Well, we're glad that you're able to do that. Congratulations on getting yourself back in the ring as well, Thunder. Can't wait for your matchup on Collision Saturday night. And I love the fact that you went to podswag.com/busted open and got yourself a Busted Open 24/7. I got distracted for a second there. Hashtag Busted Open 24/7 hoodie.
Hey now.
Thunder Rosa, thank you very much.
It's a family show.
You're very welcome.
All right, so
You're
we
very,
will get
very
into
welcome.
the first category. And the first category for the 2023 Busties Best Talker.
Ooh.
So, let me go through the nominees for Best Talkers of 2023. MJF.
Crowd favorite. He's there, scumbag.
Sami Zayn.
Man, people nodded their head. Sammy's awesome.
Christian Cage.
Heat magnet.
He needs
Bad
Jesus.
guy. Cody Rhodes.
Oh my God! Why did you just go so excited talking? Look, he's shaking in his head too.
Now, Thunder.
Why? Do you really wonder why? Come on, guys. He was on. You were on his documentary. I'll be doing the same thing if I was on his documentary. So enough said.
He put himself over.
Now, Thunder, when you heard those nominees, who do you feel should be the 2023 Best Talker?
Hands down, Christian Cage. He's one of my favorite characters of 2023. It's been a pleasure to translate all his live promos and all the packages. Like, he really, this year, really repackaged himself as one of the biggest villains in AEW, and also give the opportunity to new talent to really get over and create stories with them. So it's been so much fun to have him on Collision and on Dynamite.
All right, well, let's see if Thunder is right. So let me open up the envelope. And the winner of the 2023 Busty Award for Best Talker is Christian Cage.
Oh,
Wow!
I never wanted to be your father. I never wanted to be your father figure. You have a father, but your father's dead.
Oh, that's nice. It's a Christmas
It had
show.
to be. He had to be.
And Thunder, it's not a character he's playing. It's really Christian. Trust me, we all know him
he's an
very well.
evil man.
Well, Thunder,
Well, I've been having fun
safe
watching him and
travels.
making him. Thank you.
Safe travels to Houston. We will be watching you on Collision Saturday, Thunder. So thank you very much.
Hell yeah, I'll be there. Make sure you retweet, subscribe, do all the stuff. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for supporting diversity. David, again, my people's me, everyone, we thank you for this opportunity that you've given me all this year to become a broadcaster. It's helping me so much in a personal level and also on a professional level. And all of you guys for supporting me all this 500 days. Some of them were hell. Thank you so much. And let's celebrate this, because we're a big deal, guys. We're a big fucking deal. And I curse. I'll let you guys go.
First F-bomb. First F-bomb of the show.
It's in the books.
Thank you, Thunder Rosa. Thank you. All right, Thunder Rosa. Well, guys, what do you think? Christian Cage.
Man, that's incredible. He did such an unbelievable job, and without fear, because sometimes it's hard to do what he did, like say the things that he said, and I don't know if I would have been comfortable with talking about the boy's dad and all the stuff that he did. Like Christian, man, he pushed the envelope.
It's hard to be a heel, and Christian embraces it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to be a heel.
I forget who I'm sitting next to.
You're sitting next to Mr. Heat.
All right,
But look at this face. Come on, guys. Look at this.
It was
Look at
made.
this.
It was
Look.
made for a skillet.
All right, let's get to our next category, and our next category is Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. So before I give out the nominees, guys, what do you think? Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, Bully. Who are you thinking?
I'm going to go with the lady that impressed me from the first day I ever saw her. And even in the midst of losing matches, she managed to get over in my eyes. I think she got over with the WWE, well, the NXT universe at first and the WWE universe. And Shawn Michaels agreed with me. So I'm going to go with Zoe Stark.
Okay, for Most Improved. All right, but here is our nominees. Let me go through the nominees for Most Improved Wrestler of the Year for 2023. We have Swerve Strickland.
Whose house?
Swerve's house. I think the nation agrees. AR Fox.
All right.
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
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 Carmelo Hayes.
Oh,
That's a good call.
that's a good group.
That is a good group. So let's see.
So Zoe didn't even make the cut?
No, but you may be hearing her as a nominee later on in the show
I
for
think she's
something
improved
else.
a lot.
All right, but not enough to be on this list.
Yeah, you probably made the list. I'm surprised it's not laminated.
Wow.
We'll get into that a little bit later on as well, Bully. But let's see who is the most improved wrestler of 2023. And the winner is Swerve Strickland.
Can't argue. Cannot argue.
Good choice.
Swerve chucking us in the block. Shattering the remnants of the block on Hangman Adam Page.
I don't know if there's anybody in wrestling right now that I feel like is improving still. There's a lot of people that have leveled out and are really good stars, but it seems like every week Swerve is showing us something different.
Well,
I got to tell you, here's why I disagree with most improved. I don't think he's improved that much. I think it's been there the whole time, and he's just now being given the opportunity this past year to show it.
Well, he gained 20 pounds.
I think he's always been that good.
I gained 20 pounds and I won a title.
Well, let's go via satellite to accept the award, Swerve Strickland.
What's good, Busting Open the Radio? I just want to shout out, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Keep rolling, keep doing your thing, keep watching AEW Dynamite. You know what it is. Whose house? Swerve's house, y'all.
All right, Swerve Strickland accepting his Busties Award. Very prestigious 2023 award. And guys, I think we all agree, though, it's been one hell of a year for Swerve Strickland.
It has. He's, man, from everybody that he's worked with, you can go back to him working with Darby Allin. Like, they did stuff that was innovative, that it was new. I just can't, I'm sitting here thinking on the list, Swerve had the most improvement.
Yeah, it was a tough one because you mentioned Zoe. LA Knight had one hell of a year as well. It was a close call, but I think Swerve's the right call.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't think LA Knight improved that much. I just think he was given an opportunity and it was always there. And look how he's getting over on the microphone. So, but those are just my opinions, and as you know, I will not be holding them back.
Okay, well, speaking of the microphone, let's go out to our next one, and that is the 2023 Busty Award for Best Commentator.
Oh.
All right? So this one's an interesting one, because here are your nominees. Nigel McGuinness.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go
Michael Cole.
Yeah. Wow. I'm digging it.
Wade Barrett.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Kevin Kelly.
Very knowledgeable.
Okay.
No Vic
Good
Joseph.
option. That's a good option.
No Vic Joseph, huh?
No.
Wow.
Let me guess, he was number 5 on the list?
He was number 6 on the list. Booker T would be number 5 on the list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here he go.
All right. So
I like Shucky Ducky Quack Quack
I do
myself.
too. All right. So the 2023 Busties winner for Best Commentator is Wade Barrett.
All right.
Congratulations.
Wade.
Now, live via Zoom, let's go out to our winner, Wade Barrett.
Yes. Is there a cash
What's
prize?
up, Wade?
That is awesome.
Congratulations.
What's going on, guys?
Wade, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
No bad news here. It's good news because you won, Wade.
Thank you very much. Always an honor to chat with you guys.
Where's your guitar, mate? Where's your guitar?
I'm actually on vacation right now. I'm in Mexico. I just got back from the beach. An Englishman can't spend too long at the beach. He gets burned real quick. So this has actually been a big save for me today. You've prevented this getting worse than it already is.
Wade, man, you've been killing it. And, you know, I've been a big fan of yours for a very long time. The work that you've done on every brand. how did you feel your year was? And you are so comfortable, great chemistry with whoever you work with, man. One hell of a 2023.
Well, I appreciate that, David. Thank you very much. You've always been really supportive, and it's always been great coming on Busted Open Radio, excuse me. But yeah, I had a fun year. Obviously, getting to work with the GOAT, Michael Cole, who for every single year is the #1 commentator on planet Earth, if we're perfectly honest. But we've got to throw the award around to some other people occasionally. But yeah, I had a fun year working with Michael. Developing, yeah, right. Developing under Michael Cole, and I'll tell you this: anyone who's ever done commentary will tell you that the better the show is, the more exciting the characters and the storylines are, and the better the in-ring performances are, the easier it makes it for the commentators. So I will tell you right now, I've had a really easy year from that regard. I've been really lucky on both SmackDown and Raw this year that creatively, everything's been getting knocked out of the park, and I think everyone's very excited about 2024 in WWE.
Wade, when you were wrestling, did you ever think that your career would go down this path?
Yeah, so actually in 2009, I was in Florida Championship Wrestling, the developmental system, and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, was always a big supporter of mine. He liked the way I talked and presented. One day he put me on the commentary desk for that show. This was prior to me being in Nexus or being on the WWE main roster, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I worked with Byron Saxton at the time, who's still a guy I work with occasionally on the main event show these days. So that was always in my back pocket. After I then went back and got in the ring and did the Nexus stuff, did the Bad News Barrett stuff, I always thought in the back of my head, one day, when I'm old and beat up, I would like to be sat at the desk talking about wrestling again. And thankfully, I got that opportunity, and it's been a lot of fun.
And I know how much you love wrestling. I know how much you love sports entertainment, and it shows when you talk. I mean, you are natural for this, and well-deserved to get this award, Wade. And thank you for being a part of the most watched pro wrestling show that there is week in and week out. So thank you for everything that you've done, Wade.
Appreciate you, man.
No, thank you guys. You're always really supportive. Look, there's a really easy way to do what you guys do and get clicks and hits, and that's just by being negative, tearing everything down, and being, detractors to this great industry of ours. I love the way Busted Open Radio is always supportive. When we deserve criticism, you give it to us, but it's always intelligent criticism. It's not the cheap click stuff, and you guys are always very supportive of everything we do in this sphere. So we all love this industry. We don't want to pull it down. We want to lift it up, and I get a chance to do that on commentary, and to get to come and talk with you guys on Busted Open Radio. It feels like we're all brothers and sisters in this game, trying to lift the whole industry up. So thank you guys too.
And
wow,
Wade,
awesome.
Thank you for coming on during your vacation. Congratulations. Go back to it. Appreciate you, but really do. Thanks, Wade.
Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Happy New Year, everyone, and have a great holidays.
Right.
Take care, Wade.
Wade Barrett, well deserved. Tommy, and Bully mentioned before about being good on the mic, being comfortable on the mic, Tommy, and great chemistry with, as he said, the GOAT, Michael Cole.
It is such a hard job in real time, whether you're watching on a monitor or you're watching it live. I know all three of us have experienced or tried to do it. It's so hard. Then you have somebody in your ear telling you something. You got to hit a commercial break. It is such a hard task to tell stories, promote upcoming events, and it truly is when you have people like Wade and everyone who does it, and they do it without skipping a beat. It's so much to appreciate their talents, and we get to see it each and every week.
And I'm glad to hear one of the boys acknowledge the fact that on Busted Open, we don't cut people down. We don't try to go the negative route, but sometimes we do try to help the industry or, give constructive criticism out there. And I think that's what sets this show apart from everybody else.
Yeah, and Mark, we were talking about it earlier this week, and thank you to the nation as well, because we were trying to give the best content and the best programming to the Busted Open Nation. But Mark, we talked about it earlier this week about that when we criticize, it's not for the sake of criticism, it's constructive criticism. We're trying to make this industry better.
We're trying to make it better. We're trying to let people know where they're deficient. And that's what a good teacher does. And as much as we're radio hosts, we're also coaches and teachers. and we've all taught and all tried to cultivate the business. We're just saying it from an educated experience.
Yeah.
It's also like you look at Shohei Ohtani, highest paid baseball player. His average is not 1,000. He strikes out. He goes 0 for 4. You need those coaches maybe to say, hey, bro, do this, tighten up your wrist, follow. You need these people because we've all been blessed with that. But also, like, nobody does everything perfect. And yes, we could debate it, but it's just you need that, and we have the platform to do it. And yes, none of us are ever to break something down or destroy somebody. It's we want it. We all want it better. Like our WrestleMania main event, right, David? We want it better. We want Roman versus Punk, right?
Yep.
That's what we want.
Like,
Oh boy!
wait, hold on.
You see,
He just glitched, everybody. That's a Dave glitch.
Pull the pin.
Look at him.
Roll the grenade in the room.
Don't throw anything.
We're live, pal.
This is what I have to go through, what you don't see. I'm glad the nation just got to see it. He pauses.
All right, hold on a second.
That's what he does in my
wait a
Zoom.
second.
Remember
Wait
your
a second.
pleasure
See, this
points.
is where you got to take the format and this is where things go awry. Because this is the problem. I'm supposed to go on to Tag Team of the Year, but before I do that, hold on a second. That was intentional by you, Tommy.
No, it wasn't.
This is the holiday season. There's no reason to bring this up. We all know it's going to be Cody and Roman. Cody is going to, and hear it from the nation, Cody is going to finish the story. And
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Call the hotline.
Fickle.
Sold out.
Fickle.
Back to the
Fickle.
And I don't think they're agreeing with you.
Oof.
We got a show to do.
3 months ago, CM
Wait,
Punk.
not only
See what you did?
does he have Cody not winning, Cody's not even in his main event.
I love you, David.
So wait a second. And then we'll get to Tag Team of the Year because Paul's in my ear right now screaming to transition to the next category. But hold on a second.
Well, come on, Dave,
hold
get
on
to
a
the next
second.
category.
So wait, hold on a second. So you're going to tell me that this guy that's been gone for 10 years, okay, has bad-mouthed the WWE this entire time, okay, went to another company, bad-mouthed the company that he's now back in, and he demands the main event. They're just going to hand him the main event at WrestleMania 40? Is that what you're telling me?
Dave.
I am telling you that.
Dave. We had Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. We can't argue with that. CM Punk, he was Charles Haley and Deion Sanders.
CM, you know, I'll tell you what CM Punk can do. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next category.
God, it's so good.
I want a copy of the glitch.
All right. For the next category, the 2023 Busty for Tag Team of the Year, we bring in our newest host. You can hear him each and every Sunday. Now that we are live 7 days a week here on Busted Open, we bring in Jonathan Hood. What's up, Jonathan?
I'm so hood.
There he is, Jonathan
I wear
Hood.
my pants around my waist.
What's going on, guys? And as Michael Hayes would say, David, don't get hot. Don't get hot.
Don't get hot, brother.
Don't get hot, brother.
Hey,
Calm
Jonathan.
down.
Jonathan, let me ask you this before we get to the category of Tag Team of the Year. Do you think Cody is going to finish the story at WrestleMania 40?
Yeah.
Jonathan, do you like being a part of the Busted Open
Oh,
family?
so you're going to bully him?
Threaten a man's employment.
Stop that.
I told you.
You see that?
I've been telling you this for years, folks. Uncle Bully has been telling you for years. He's the heel.
Yes.
Don't do that. That's not cool.
That's right, Vince.
Look at Jonathan Hood. You're a heel.
Dave's a heel.
Don't.
All right, let's go. Jonathan, let's get into Tag Team. For you, Jonathan, who do you think is Tag Team of the Year?
Well, based on our categories, I think it's those two. Those are the tag teams. And again, for an old schooler like me, you know, we are so into the Intercontinental Championship with Gunther and Roman's reign. I want the tag teams to be able to have a year-plus reign as well. As a tag team mark who's loved tag team wrestling for a long time, how about their reign? How about the run for the tag teams? But for this year, I'm going to give it to Sammy and Kevin because I was there from the beginning. They're friends, they're enemies, they're frenemies. And so they're together now. They're on different brands. So I've been invested in their story for a long, long time. But their tag team reign was the best for me.
All right. Well,
what are the options? Who are the nominees?
I'm about to do that.
Jonathan, what about FTR?
Hold on a second. Let me just
FTR is they've been together the whole year. They never split.
Well, I would agree with that, but I was also privy of what the choices are that Dave did not give yet because he's so hot.
Okay, I don't know who
the nominees, because one of the nominees is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Also, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. The Gun Club as well.
But those are not...
What?
Go ahead, read the list.
No, I just did. What's wrong?
Let me hear all the names.
I gave you all the nominees. Now, are you ready?
No. Do the nominees again. Who are they?
I just said it.
Finn and Damian Priest, the Gun Club, Sammy and
KO,
Kevin.
and then I'm gonna give the winner. Hold on, Jonathan. Then we'll go back to you. Relax. And the winner.
You're telling the tag team one half of the greatest fucking tag team that's ever walked the planet to relax.
This is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to deal with every single day.
This is my category.
I'm busted open. I'm gonna get, but all right. Let me give the winner, and then I want to get Jonathan's response, and then Bully will go right to you.
Sorry, Paul.
Okay. All right. The winner of the 2023 Busty Award for Tag Team of the Year is
Team 3D.
Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Judgment Day.
Unpopular decision.
Dominic Mysterio with a Money in the Bank briefcase. Balor, cover, Judgment Day have won the tag team titles.
Now, see, that Paul stooged off before I had to choose. And I questioned how come FTR wasn't on there, but I didn't say anything because I'm new to the channel. I don't want to be able to, shake things up. So that was my choice. I thought Sammy and KO, the story for those guys that were against each other to come back and become a tag team, out of those four, it would have been Sammy and KO for me. But I would have chosen FTR, but FTR was on the list. I couldn't say anything because Paul stooged off to me first. So there you have it.
Wow. Paul's a stooge.
Stooge.
So we kind of knew that.
Paul
already.
used to work for WWE as a stooge. Shocker.
All right, but Bully, you are the expert. So what do you think of the award?
Finn Balor and Damian Priest have had a good year together, but at the end of the day, they are singles wrestlers who have come together to be a tag team for this period of time. They are not a traditional tag team, and if you're going to give a Tag Team of the Year award to a tag team, it should be a real tag team. End of story.
All right, so for you, who's the Tag Team of the Year?
I think you'd have to give it to FTR.
Okay, so, and it seems like the nation's in agreement. Jonathan Hood.
And I don't even like those guys.
Wow.
Man, my God, the nation is chanting FTR at the top of their lungs. Mark, your thoughts?
Listen, they're not just good brothers. They're not just a real old school tag team. The matches that they had this year with everybody they had, from the Bucks, from when they wrestled Christian and Luchasaurus, when they wrestled the Acclaimed, everybody they wrestled, they elevated, and they made you care more about who they were wrestling against. And they both had singles runs this year. Not since Devon and Bully and Christian and Edge as tag teams had you had two guys go separately, different directions, and kick ass. And then come back together and be just as powerful.
True, but Bully had a much more successful time than...
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you could also make...
Sorry, Devon.
You could make...
I didn't say that.
For the Judgment Day, I mean, honestly, if you talk about their year, they pretty much main event or in the middle or start the show, and they're a thread throughout Monday Night Raw. And I mean, at one point, they also were on every show, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So the Judgment Day, I'm not the Judgment Day.
Finn Balor and Priest.
That whole group, if they were all together, I mean, you could kind of equate that to having best tag team.
They worked hard. They worked a lot, but it don't make them the best tag team. It just makes them the group that had the most work.
Now, Jonathan Hood, this is something that you said right at the start. I know that the Busted Open Nation wants FTR, correct?
That's correct.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna call an audible here.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa.
That's a power play if I've ever seen one.
Whoa.
I am now Jonathan Hood. I'll let Jonathan Hood, since you're our newest member here, doing Sundays from 9 to noon Eastern Time. I will now let you announce who is the winner for 2023 Tag Team of the Year.
The Tag Team of the Year for 2023, FTR.
Yeah.
Dave ripped up the winners just like the WWE is ripping up the main event as we speak for WrestleMania.
Wow.
Jonathan, thank you so much for now being a part of our family. Thank you for everything you do on Sundays. We'll be listening on Sunday, Jonathan, and love you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Happy holidays and happy Kwanzaa, Mark. Happy Kwanzaa.
All right, Jonathan Hood, he's amazing. And I think everybody would agree Sundays are so good with him and Justin LeBar.
Dave, you think you could go back in time and take away Angelo Mosca's Rookie of the Year over Arn Anderson, Cowboy Bob Orton,
if I
and
could,
Angelo Mosca won it that year?
If I could, I would. All right, let's get to the next category. The next category is Breakout Performer of the Year. And here are your nominees. We have Trick Williams.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Zoe Stark.
Okay.
Chad Gable.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And Swerve Strickland.
Wow, Swerve.
This is so far the hardest.
Okay.
That's hard.
All right. And your 2023 Busty Award winner for Breakout Performer of the Year is
Breakout.
Zoe Stark.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Good.
That's
I'm
a
gonna take
true
all of your
breakout.
favorite idols, all of your
Just
favorite
about to
superstars,
say.
and I'm going to beat them down to the ground. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make a name.
All right. So Zoe Stark's your winner. And joining us live via Zoom is your Breakout Performer of the Year, Zoe Stark.
Hey guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look at that. Look at that.
Zoe, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining. Zoe, you know you listen to Busted Open. I've been saying this all year round.
This is look, Dave. I appreciate everything, especially being a breakout superstar. It's mind blowing to me, especially coming from you guys, because like you said, I do listen to you guys all the time. And I appreciate all the criticisms that you guys, constructive criticisms that you guys do give me. And I take them to heart and I work on them.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's the
two.
second wrestler who has said that they appreciate our constructive criticism. The only reason I say that is because sometimes, on social media, you get people out there who get mad about the constructive criticism.
They're not them.
Correct.
They're not wrestlers.
Correct.
They're people that sit in their mom's basement and they cast judgment on shit that they don't know what the hell they talking about.
Yeah, but the couch in my mom's basement.
The ones that talk the shit all the time.
Really comfortable. Just saying.
Is it leather or pleather?
Don't talk about Paul that way, sitting in his basement.
Oh, come on. Zoe, talk about your 2023. I mean, you were in the ring with legends. I mean, you had one hell of a year. Talk about being called up from NXT and being on Monday Night Raw.
I mean, what a whirlwind, right? Like, started the year off at the Royal Rumble, then getting to work with Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch, having 2 women's world title matches at Saudi, and then the other one at Survivor Series, about 6 premium live events. I mean, I feel like I've accomplished so much within this first year, and I'm just getting started. So I'm excited for 2024.
Zoe, in your opinion, what's the biggest difference working on the main roster as opposed to NXT?
Man, there's a lot of differences. Man, it's all really live and off the cuff. So NXT, they tell you what you're doing and you get about a week to practice certain things. But with Monday Night Raw, you don't get that luxury. You figure out maybe a couple hours before and you got to go. There's no questions or anything like that. You just got to go with your gut instinct.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Is there a higher stress level for you, like for performing on a Monday Night Raw as opposed to an NXT?
At first there was, yeah, for sure. I feel like anyone who comes from NXT to main roster, there's a lot of stress that comes into it. But
when you start getting the groove down, it becomes easier and easier, and you start following that wrestling instinct that we all have when we get into this business, and it's fun. It's a lot more fun, I would have to say, because now I get to put my creative input into it.
But the stress is not brought on by talent; it's brought on by the situation, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's definitely not by the talent. It's just whatever. With it being live, that's where the stress really comes from. You don't get any redos. It's one and done. So that's where that stress really comes from.
Zoe, for 2024, if you could express your own creative, who would you love to work with?
You know what? I really want to finish my my story with Trish Stratus. That I really want to do something with her. So that would be a lot of fun to figure out where it goes.
We're here live with a bunch of people, and they're all clapping.
Everybody started clapping.
Good. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. So hopefully we could get that to happen.
Put her through a table. It worked for me.
I don't know. She might hit me in the head with a chair again. We'll see.
She's stiff.
Yeah.
Zoe, once again, congratulations. We're fans. And, you know, at the end of the day, Zoe, I'm a fan. What I talk about on the air, what I do every day is just coming as a fan. I'm not a professional. I'm just a fan. And you have had one hell of a 2023. I can't wait to see what you're going to do in 2024. So thank you for all that you do. And I appreciate you, and congratulations once again.
No, thank you. And again, guys, thank you for everything that you guys do. You guys are amazing. And like I said, I take everything that you guys say to heart, and I try to apply it to the best of my ability.
Wow.
Great job, Zoe.
There was such a thing as fantasy wrestling. Like, Zoe would have been my first pick.
Nice.
As far as, maybe not just women, maybe overall. She would have been my first pick as somebody that you expect to have a breakout career. She would have been my pick.
I love her intensity in the ring.
Oh, my God. It's unrivaled. The last time that I saw somebody with that type of intensity, it was Jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Good comp.
And imagine getting called up to the main roster, and then you're in a program with Trish, who's one of the greatest of all time. Like that's, I mean, I know she talked about the pressure and everything, but that's got to be pressure.
Yeah, living up.
Yeah.
When you got to live up, man, it was hard walking out there with Ron Simmons and The Rock. Like, but if you didn't step up, like, you was going to be carrying the bags. I ain't want to carry nobody's bag.
Or
you got to elevate.
Or you're replaced.
Or they get somebody else to do
your
your
group
job.
turns on you, beats you up. See you. We have the new guy.
All right, let's get out to the next category. And this one is one of my all-time favorites because it goes back to Pro Wrestling Illustrated back in the day, Tommy, and that is Most Popular Wrestler of the Year for 2023.
Oh, you know who that is.
I mean, I do.
That's the easiest one.
All right, well, let's go through the nominees first.
Yeah,
and then we'll get your take. L.A. Knight.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Jey Uso.
Ooh.
Kenny Omega.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not doubting Kenny. Well, that's not why I made the face or anything. Where is Roman Reigns on that list?
He's a bad guy.
He's not popular.
Whoa, popular. You don't have to be a good guy or a bad guy to be popular.
He would be in the most hated category.
Yes, he would. That would,
Sir.
you know, come on.
Then it should be most loved and most hated. Biggest babyface, biggest heel. Roman Reigns is the most popular wrestler on the planet.
Talking
End
about
of
popular
story.
As in getting cheered, as opposed to
Well,
getting
then the category should be biggest babyface. See, silence, because Bully's right.
No, you're not right. It's most popular wrestler of the year.
Of
Most
the
popular.
lambs.
Sometimes you're too smart for your own good. All right, here we go.
Stop hitting my microphone.
The 2020.
You don't want to go bowling.
The 2023 winner for most popular wrestler of the year, which means he's him and her are very loved, very well liked. People cheer for them. Let's see who's the most popular wrestler of the year. Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
well deserved.
Cody Rhodes.
Everybody's laughing.
And via satellite to accept the most popular wrestler of the year award is the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes.
So the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, I am beyond excited to be named by Busted Open the 2023 Most Popular Wrestler of the Year. Saying it out loud feels absurd because wrestling and sports entertainment is the most popular it has been since the Attitude Era. The golden era that we are in now, for me to be in this position it's surreal. It is. And when you're running around a little kid and you're in your underwear putting the title belts on and wanting to be champion, you don't think about days like this. So I appreciate Dave, the entire team at Busted Open, not just for the award, not just for covering our industry, but for being there for me before I was the most popular wrestler of 2023. It's a debt I can't repay, and hopefully the relationship lasts for years to come. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to anybody who was a fan of mine in the beginning, or maybe if they just started. And of course, thank you to those who are still critical, because we're still shooting for the moon here. Thank you. Means a lot.
Wow,
I mean, thank
awesome.
you to Cody Rhodes. I mean, this is the reason, guys. And I know that, people like to make fun of me because of my fandom of Cody. But I think when you hear him accept that award for most popular, it's impossible not to love this guy and not to root for this guy, because he truly does appreciate where he is right now, because he knew where he was. And now where he is, where is he? On the road to finish his story at WrestleMania 40, beating Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed WWE. Come on, right? You can feel it. You can feel it.
There's nobody that looks better in a suit than that man.
Cody always looks great in a suit, but you know who really looks great in a suit? Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley really looks great in a suit. Like, I look at Bobby Lashley a little too much when he's...
those not men's warehouse suits.
All right, guys, this isn't about Bobby Lashley right now. It's about Cody Rhodes. Let's talk about Cody Rhodes winning Most Popular Wrestler of the Year. Tommy, I mean, the journey, the story. It's been an incredible year for Cody Rhodes.
Just thinking about what Cody said, I mean, I have been in the car in Dusty's pickup where Cody was sleeping in the back. Because we had a long drive from Dothan, Alabama to Atlanta, Georgia. And the ride to the show, he kept on asking me questions about ECW. And like, what happened here? What happened there? Because he was just such a fan. To see where he's at now, I couldn't be prouder. And I know his father is super duper proud of him. And like you said, he is humble, and he also appreciates his fans. He really does. I mean, just like when John Cena didn't have to do half the things that John Cena did because his schedule's so busy. But, John Cena was a machine when it came to meeting fans, doing Make-A-Wish. It was just next level, and Cody appreciates that, like we all do, Yeah. But Cody, very, very well deserving of it.
Like my daughter, Joanna, loves Cody Rhodes like you do. Because she says he makes me emotional. He makes me want to cry when he loses. It don't get better than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody can't do that.
And I think when he wins the Seth Rollins current championship at SummerSlam will be a big moment.
Why, Tommy? You're my brother.
I just like the nation. They all start laughing.
I just like to see you glitch.
Because I'm trying. They get to see how you really react.
Why would you do this?
Because people ask us, "Is Dave for real?" Yes. This is what we have to deal with.
Gosh.
Hey, y'all see this? He did like.
I do. I glitch.
Do y'all remember Max Headroom? Like that's the best thing. Please make a Paul. I know you watching. Please make some
Paul's
clips.
taking a nap right now. He's home.
Make some clips of Dave when he glitched and post those, please.
All right. Listen, you mentioned about most popular, and I thought it was a given. But this one to me is definitely a given, and that's most hated wrestler of the year. So here's your nominees for most hated wrestler.
Bully Ray.
If I was still in the game the way I used to be in the game, I'd win hands down.
I agree with you on that one. That's for sure. This is a good list. Logan Paul.
Oh, man. I forgot about
I hate him. Dom Mysterio.
Oh, my God. Whoa.
People hate Dom Mysterio. Christian Cage. He's a bastard. Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Don
two-man
Callis.
race.
I was just saying, where's Don Callis?
Don Callis in there?
Don
He's
Callis?
not
Put this together.
But he's not a wrestler.
He's not a
so
wrestler.
not a
Don
wrestler.
Callis doesn't wrestle. Bully. Why? Why do you have to make it
He's the one
so-
who said it.
I said it
I
first,
know, but you
actually.
gave the face. I know your face.
Okay, so he says that I make the face you pick on me?
Yes, sir.
No.
All us heavy-set hardcore guys look alike.
All right, so Bully, I'll ask you before we give the winner. Who do you think should be the most hated wrestler of the year?
Based on the words that come out of his mouth, it should be Christian. But based on how loud the hatred is, I'm going with Dom.
Okay.
Dom, yeah, I will go with Dom.
All right, so for the 2023 Busted Open Most Hated Wrestler of the Year, your winner is, if you want to call it a winner, Dom Mysterio.
There you go.
Now, 2 weeks ago at Deadline, I went to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I gave Dom Mysterio his plaque for Most Hated Wrestler of the Year. Dave LaGreca here from Busted Open on SiriusXM. I'm live backstage at NXT Deadline, and I'm here with a very important award from Mr. Dominic Mysterio. So let's bring him in right here. Dominic Mysterio. Sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. I want to present you with this Busties Award from Busted Open.
What is this for? The most hated wrestler award? That's funny because I'm the most loved by mommy. And as a champion, as the greatest North American champion of all time, I'm not going to take this disrespect.
Oh! It cost me $500. I can't believe that. Well, that's the reason why he's no longer your North American champion. Wow, what do you give me that look?
Wow.
The disrespect.
Hey,
Right in front of you.
actually, you get a chance right here to do something.
Give it back to him.
He did not accept. You can actually give it to somebody else.
No, he deserves Most Hated Wrestler. That is an award he definitely deserves. Now, I want to go to our next category.
I'm glad he didn't Roddy Piper, Captain Lou Albano you with that.
Seriously.
Oh, my God.
All right. The next
coming.
category is a good one, and that is the 2023 Busty for Male Wrestler of the Year. And here are your nominees for Wrestler of the Year. Jey Uso,
Okay.
Yeet.
MJF,
Okay.
Gunther,
Ooh.
Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
All right. And
This is hard.
This one's a hard one.
Mark, you guess. You guess.
But the nation wants Gunther.
I will have to say Seth Rollins.
All right.
Tommy?
Wrestler of the year, I'd have to give it to Gunther.
All right, so let's see who the winner is. Your 2023 winner for Male Wrestler of the Year is Gunther.
Whoa.
Nice.
He had a great year.
He did, and to accept his award via satellite, we go to your Intercontinental Champion, Gunther.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll stand up.
Oh, there you go. What's the hands behind the back, guys? Behind the back, not in front.
I'm sitting back down.
First and foremost, congratulations, Male Wrestler of the Year. Gunther, you'd have to agree, you have done so much for that Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think a very competitive list you mentioned there, and to be chosen as the one to win that category, that's it's very nice. And yeah, last year has been fantastic for myself. I can't really complain about anything. I get that platform to do what I can do best and leave it all out there.
Well, I said on the radio last week that you deserve your flowers because I remember when I first spoke to you, I had to talk to a translator, and you not only come in and redefine how you look, showed a style of wrestling that very few people have been able to do over the years, and 5 or 6 people in 50 years is really, really damn impressive. But you learned another language in the same process. Like, did you do classes, or did you learn phonetically or learn on your own?
Yeah, thank you. No, I didn't have any classes, and I had English in school actually from a young age on in Austria, but I was never good at it. And just over the time, being in the business, well, English is the universal language of that, and then over time you pick it up. I try to when I don't understand anything. I grab my phone, look it up real quick, so for next time I know what's going on and what I have to say. But besides from that, no specific studying.
Gunther, I have been a fan of yours way back to the days where you're working on, independence or working, overseas in Europe and then NXT Europe, main roster, NXT, all that. Your presentation, your look, your video wall, your music. I love to me, there's not any holes in your game, but what impresses me the most is your psychology. You have a very different psychology that will do things when you don't expect it. It's not a very typical American psychology. Who were the inspirations for your in-ring psychology? Who did you watch growing up, and who have you learned from?
Yeah, I think obviously when I was younger, when I was a kid, I was watching WWE or WWF back then all the time. But when I actually started training, my coach was somebody called Michael Kovac, and he still worked under Otto Wanz till the end. So my first teachings in wrestling were very old school, I would say. So that was my influence right from the beginning. And when I grew up becoming a wrestler, I would always enjoy like old All Japan more, or the old European stuff, because I always felt it felt more competitive to me. And I think the entertainment aspect in professional wrestling is what at the end made it as successful as it is, but it has never been the part of it that I actively enjoy it. And I always believed into create the drama through competition and through creating a struggle for my opponent, because I feel like at the end of the day, subconsciously, everybody can relate to that, being in real dire straits and working through it and struggle through difficult situations. And that's what I always try to stick with. And it all worked out at the end.
Always saw Fit Finley.
I love the fact that you mentioned...
Well, one of the guys.
I love the fact that you mentioned All Japan, because the All Japan psychology in the 80s is something that I really love to watch. And I can definitely see how you've incorporated the styles.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's my absolute favorite era to watch. A lot of the guys obviously influenced me heavily, like Stan Hansen, Kobashi, Kawada, just to name a few, are just guys that those were the guys that I looked up to and be like, okay, what do they apply, what I can use for me, what makes sense. And I always liked the guys that were not 100% polished, but where you couldn't see through what they're doing and what they're not doing. I always liked a little bit of mystery around my favorite wrestlers.
Hey, Gunther, you're famous for the chops, which I love because the fans don't go woo, because it's so devastating. I got 2 questions for you. Number 1, who's hit you the hardest, where you like, man, this guy's got a good chop? And also your body transformation. What was your heaviest weight you ever were?
kg, like it must be over 300 pounds, maybe 310, 315 or something. That was my heaviest. So that's like
I'm a size. I didn't mind it.
So, I mean, if my body would be in your shape, Mark, then I wouldn't have minded the weight either. But I'm just genetically not as strong. My genetics are not there for that, and I always felt comfortable too. I always loved the look of like Terry Gordy or Hansen himself. Those guys that just looked like he looked like the butcher from next door. That raw bone you would just know you don't mess with. But I just felt when I signed a deal to wrestle on the main roster, I just felt like, okay, I gotta bring a new package. Gotta bring a new package, and thank you very much.
I respect the dieting. I respect the training. What you've done with your body, as well as what you've done with your understanding of the language and your ability to communicate, not just in the ring, but like verbally. The promos that you did, the series with Miz, I was really, really excited to see you turn that corner with the promos. Like that was some of the best work you ever did.
Oh, thank you very much. And I was very proud of that and happy with it too. I feel like for anybody that speaks a different native language, it's a little bit trickier to keep up a fluent dialogue in a different language, because it has to go through the process of you got to translate it in your head first, and that gets better over time. But it's still a process. But especially the program I had with Miz was fantastic for myself. I enjoy being in the ring with guys that have a similar style to me, but I gotta say I even more enjoy the challenge of being with somebody that is completely different. And like Miz is a polar opposite to what I am, but the guy's he's in the company for 20 years. He's an absolute pro, and I feel like maybe besides from the thing I did at the beginning with Sheamus, the program I had with Miz was like the thing that benefited me the most so far in my run.
One last question. Once again, congratulations. As Mark said, great match with The Miz this past Monday on Raw. WrestleMania 40 is coming up, and this is going to be a big one for you with that Intercontinental Championship around your waist. Do you have a opponent in mind that you would love to face in Philadelphia at WrestleMania 40?
I'm always in the position of like, I don't have to seek out to anyone. I'm the one with the target on his back, and whatever comes. But ideally, I feel like, I don't know if WrestleMania 40 is the time for that. We'll see, but I feel like in the long run, the one name I always bring up is Brock, because I feel like I'm the end boss to a lot of people. But I feel like Brock is somebody that perfected being an end boss, and I gotta prove myself with him in the ring too. I think it's for myself, especially.
Gunther, congratulations. Thank you so much for the time, and man, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and you should appreciate this one because this one is a great one. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you very much. And yes, highly appreciate it. And also thank you for what you guys doing. I try to not consume too much wrestling content while I'm off from work to keep the balance up. But I enjoy listening to the experts here and there. And thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gunther. Gunther, Male Wrestler of the Year.
Wow,
and
that's big.
I got to tell you, it was a pleasure giving him that award, but it was also pretty cool to hear him say the name Brock Lesnar.
And here's the thing about him mentioning Brock.
Yep.
Huh?
That's Christmas.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I think everybody wants it. You know, Brock in the past has gotten so much flack for only working a 3-minute match, or he beat Kofi in a matter of seconds, or his matches being very short. And this is the feedback some fans have given. But now we're listening to Gunther saying that he wants to do it because he knows Brock is the measuring stick. That's the level he has to get to. So when you hear the boys talking about, fellow wrestlers talking about, I have to work with Brock, it puts everything in perspective, and I hope fans can appreciate that too. Don't look at a Brock Lesnar match, oh, that was only 3 minutes, because nobody will make more of less than Brock Lesnar. And I wish I could be a fly on the wall to listen to Brock and Gunther in the same room. Because I love Brock's psychology because it's very unorthodox, but so is Gunther's.
Oh, my God,
There's
bro.
also a saying in wrestling, you know, they used to say when you wrestle the Steiners or you wrestle Taz, tuck your chin. And I'd love for someone to go up to Brock and say, Yo, tuck your chin.
Wow. All right, let's get out to the next category for the Busties. For the next category, it's Faction of the Year. And for Faction of the Year, here are our nominees for 2023. The Judgment Day, the Blackpool Combat Club, United Empire, Imperium.
Where's the Bloodline?
A bit difficult year for the Bloodline in 2023.
Maybe the second half of the year, right?
Well, I mean,
the last 3 months. Everything before the last 3 months.
Who put this list
again?
together?
It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a category if Bully had an argument. But who is your Faction of the Year for 2023?
Judgment Day.
The Judgment Day.
There you go.
I think that's
I may have given it to the Judgment Day over the Bloodline.
I could understand why you would do that, but for the Bloodline not to even make the list completely, another epic failure.
Nobody remembers the nominees. They only remember the winner. All right, let's go out to the next category. Let's go to the 2023
winner of the most passive-aggressive award. And the nominees are Dave LaGreca, Dave LaGreca, and, oh, look, Dave LaGreca.
And the winner is?
Dave LaGreca.
All right, 2023 Busties for Manager of the Year. Here are your nominees for Manager of the Year. Paul Heyman, Don Callis, Prince Nana, Ludwig Kaiser are your nominees. And your winner for the 2023 Manager of the Year, Mr. Don Callis.
Wow.
Deservingly so.
And,
that's deserving.
And to accept this award via satellite, we bring in the one and only Don Callis.
Let's go.
Whoa.
What in the Sam Hill of beans is going on with that screen?
Now, Mr. Callis, congratulations on Manager of the Year. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the plaque out to you in time, but I apologize for that. But you are our 2023 Manager of the Year.
It's a real pleasure, and I got to say, Bully, we haven't seen each other in a while, but boy, you look great. And for a minute, while I was in the green room, the virtual green room here, I thought you had brought some Mark fan with you sitting next to you, but I now see it's Tommy Dreamer. So hi, Tommy.
Hello, Donald. Nice to see you. Congratulations on also being in the most hated category. Something you've always aspired for, the best Manager of the Year. Congratulations.
What's going on over to your stage right there? It looks like the boy in the plastic bubble. You got a bunch of people behind plexiglass there.
Yes.
That's the nation. We have fans here. This is live. We're live, pal.
That's fantastic. Well, I just want to thank, there's so many people that I could thank, but really this has all been because of me, because for many years, as Bully has said, I've worked very hard to change the wrestling business and make the wrestling business a lot less about the wrestling and a lot more about Don Callis and the Don Callis family. And I think that this award is a great way for us all to recognize that. But here's the thing, guys. I'm not there tonight, not because I couldn't be there, not because I can't stand New Yorkers or people in New York, but more because it strikes me that it's a bit insulting. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be lumped together with all the other winners. I feel like Dave LaGreca and Dreamer, but more Dave, with all due respect, Dave, with all the stuff you said, you should have to hand this to me personally. You should have to look me in the eye, be a man for once, in the same room with someone, look me in the eye, hand it to me, shake my hand and say, you truly deserve this. But then when I started thinking about that, I thought, I don't want to be petty and vindictive, okay? Because I've been accused of that, all right? What I really want to do is have Chris Jericho have to eat this. I want Jericho to have to watch me getting this very prestigious award. And I know you guys are the hottest show in the world right now for pro wrestling, hottest podcast, hottest whatever. Everyone tunes into you guys. I love it. But I want Chris Jericho, who calls himself the greatest of all time, to have to watch me getting honored and receive this award. And what better place, LaGreca, for you to hand me this award than in the middle of the Chris Jericho cruise. And I don't like boats, I don't like water, I don't like wrestling fans, but I will go on this godforsaken boat just so you can hand me that, and Jericho can stand there with his rock band and wait until I get done my acceptance speech, and I can, with any luck, ruin the time of everyone on that boat. LaGreca, are you up for this challenge?
Yes, sir. I am. I will be on the Chris Jericho cruise, and I guarantee you there will be pomp, there will be circumstance, and I will hand you this award. Look you in the eyes as you requested and hand you this award.
You might have to stand on a box to look me in the eyes, but I understand. I understand that Dreamer won't be making the cruise, and I think it's unfortunate. I'd love to see Tommy, but even with these big ships, Tommy, there are ballast issues, and I don't think it's going to work for you to be on the boat.
Well, thank you, Donald. Are you currently at the Fortress of Solitude? Because what is this background that you're at?
You fat!
Where are you, Donald?
Every year I like to spend my Christmas in a ice castle hotel in Quebec City. So what you're seeing behind here is actual ice that is lit up because I like different colors. I like to be in the Christmas spirit. So you can see, I'm taking time out of my Don Callis family getaway because we like to have corporate retreats. And I'm here to talk to you guys because in all seriousness, I do appreciate that you all have recognized what Bully has been saying for a long time, which is recognizing my greatness. And I know, Mark, you and Tommy, you like to undersell it. You're always trying to put yourselves over. Bully's the biggest star on the stage right now, and he still puts me over. That's what I call a guy who's got some security in himself. And Bully, I'm looking forward to seeing you, and we will abuse Tommy Dreamer even if he's not on the boat. But if you think back to the pantheon of managers, Heenan, Slick, Gary Hart, there's no one that's ever done what I have done in this business. And I'll end with this. The Don Callis family, a lot of talk about the Von Erichs, a lot of talk about the Briscoes. We're in Oklahoma today for Dynamite. A lot of talk about the Gagnes. Without a doubt, the greatest wrestling family in the history of pro wrestling is the Don Callis family. And you're going to have to come up with a new award next year, greatest family in the history of pro wrestling. And I will happily accept that. And I hope you get those plaques polished. I hope you put some jewels on them. I hope you do us justice because LaGreca, remember one thing, where I go, Will Hobbs goes. And if Will Hobbs isn't happy with how you present me with this award, there's going to be some bad stuff happen. He might even use the world's strongest slam. He does it better than anyone else. No offense, Mark Henry.
Hey,
Don, may be coming out of retirement.
Hold on a second. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be on the cruise too.
Okay.
So you do your best to keep your threats to yourself.
I'm not making a threat. I'm simply saying. I'm a man of the people.
I'm simply saying.
People want to see who's got the world's strongest slam. I'll even give you an option.
If I start charging your ass for air, keep your bill paid.
Listen, Hobbs can either do it in the ring or he can do it, throw you right off the boat. I mean, we could have options for you, Mark. You're a legend.
Hey, I'm not going to say I'd like to see you try it. Yes, I am. I'd like to see y'all try to throw me anywhere.
I'll be up in the crow's nest or on the poop deck so you can't get your hands on me, just so you know.
There's going to be poop on the deck.
Mr. Callis, congratulations. I will see you on the cruise. I will present the award on the cruise. I look forward to high seas on the Jericho cruise.
And try to dress appropriately, not in a sweater your Aunt Hazel made for you. Maybe wear a tuxedo when you're addressing me with this award, please.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. Don
Tommy,
Callis.
have lots of stuffing. I know you will.
Love you, Don.
Bully.
Congratulations to Don Callis, Manager of the Year. First of all, I have to say this. I never want to see Mark Henry upset or angry, but I will say this on top of that. It's good to have a friend like you, Mark.
Thank you,
Nice.
Dave.
Yes, it's a good to have a friend that.
I don't
is
like getting angry. Like my blood pressure.
You got angry, man. That was
leave me alone.
legit. I felt the heat from the left side of the room. Let's
Let me
just say
settle
that.
down a little bit.
But what happens if Hobbs calls you out on the cruise?
I don't believe in listening to a bunch of talk. Like, if something physically happens, then I got to react. I got to defend myself or I have to defend Dave. I don't want no shit, but, like, I'll finish some.
And you want to know something? And this is what I'll say about Mark. This is what I'll say about Mark. And this is why I love Mark. And Mark is not just a friend, he's a brother. Because Mark said that because he threatened physical violence on his friend Dave LaGreca.
He threatened Dave. Like, Dave might not know how to fight, but I tell you what.
I don't.
Hey, not a lick. I would be like, Dave, grab that and hit them with it. Everything sharp on that boat you're going to touch if you hit Dave.
There you go. I'm looking forward to this cruise.
Wait till he hits you up for protection money.
Listen. That's fine. Thank you, Mark.
I got you.
All right, let's get to our next category, the 2023 Busties for Banger Match of the Year. And we bring in our Saturday host, Denise Salcedo, joins us here on Busted Open. Denise, how are you?
What's up, man? It's my official first ever Busties. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. And most importantly, ready to talk about Banger Match of the Year.
All right. Now, Denise, you have worked with Tommy Dreamer. Denise, you have worked with Mark Henry. But let me introduce you to Bully Ray. Bully Denise Salcedo, who hosts on Saturdays here.
Wow.
Kiss the ring.
When are we gonna do this show together?
When you earn the right to do a show with me.
Denise does an amazing job on Saturdays, by the way.
Just for a little teaser right here, wait till you hear the match that made us, which will be a podcast that's dropping, who Denise picked.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe you'll be a little nicer.
So make sure
The
you're...
match that made us?
Yes.
Made Denise a fan?
You'll have
Yes.
to tune in once it drops.
One of mine.
No
We're here
spoilers.
with
No
Denise.
spoilers.
We're live on YouTube. We're live streaming live
pal.
on YouTube for the 2023 Busties. So, Denise, I'm so glad that you're able to join us because I'm going to give the nominees and I want to get your reaction, Denise. So here are your nominees for Banger Match of the Year.
Wait, what is banger? What does that mean? That means, is that good?
Is
Is
it
that
best match of the year? Best
Yeah,
match.
best match of the year.
So why can't we just call it best match of the year?
Because
Because
this
that's
is
the newer
the
term.
new lingo is
That's
a
what the
banger
kids
match.
That is a cool
Yeah,
word.
banger.
Yeah.
A banger.
It's a banger match. That was a banger.
When I hear banger, I hear like bangers and mash. Like, you know,
Oh, the mashed potatoes.
yeah,
and
bangers
Franks.
and mash.
Man,
Like,
that
use
sounds
banger in a
shocking
sentence,
he
Dave.
thinks of food.
Don't start talking about food.
Shocking.
Here we go, Denise. I want to get your reaction to the Banger Match of the Year, to Bully Best Match of the
Who are the
Year.
nominees?
Well, here we go. From Wrestle Kingdom, Omega and Ospreay.
Ooh.
Hell of a match.
MJF
Oh, yeah.
and Bryan Danielson. That was one hell of a match.
60 minutes, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Becky versus Trish from Payback.
No.
That's my personal match of the year.
No. Why is that on the list?
Roman and Cody from WrestleMania 39. I have no idea why that's on the list.
Paul did that just to
Drew a lot of
rib you.
fans, you know, had a lot of interest, made a lot of money. I don't know why that's on
Now,
there.
Denise, I love your insight. I love your opinions. In your opinion, what do you think was the match of the year for 2023?
So based on the nominees, I definitely have to go with MJF versus Bryan Danielson. I was in the crowd for that. And let me tell you, this match honestly felt like I had gone through this entire journey of violence. And like the entire time I was standing up on my seat, I was like, damn, what else are they going to do next? And they really, really pulled me into the story that they were telling. But of course, if it's not them, then I would also go with Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, because that really set the tone. And from the very beginning that we saw that match at the top of this year, that really set the tone for the type of caliber of matches that we would end up seeing for the remainder of 2023. But my pick would definitely be Bryan Danielson and MJF.
Also, you can, now that we're streaming live on YouTube, you can catch the interview that Denise did with me on YouTube as well. Denise, it was always great talking to you. So let's find out who won the 2023 Busted Open Award for Banger Match of the Year. And the winner is...
Oh, dear God.
Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39.
Aren't you happy about that?
Big pop from the nation.
Aren't
too.
you happy about your boy did the job and it was still voted the banger?
I just want to take a leak on this.
You can't even say that.
Why?
Why? Because he lost.
Who
That's
cares?
why.
We're on
That's
TV.
why.
He got over.
We didn't say about what was
Dave,
the worst.
it should have
finish
been
that
most shocking ending to a match ever, I would say. Or at least for this year.
Most disappointing finish to a match of the year is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
The girl is trying to smarten you up, but you don't want to listen.
Again.
No, man, I also was rooting for Cody Rhodes during that. I'm on your side, Dave. I was there thinking that Cody Rhodes was going to win.
Denise, and maybe you would have won the match.
Stop yelling at Denise.
Yeah. And you called it a girl.
She calls everybody.
Yeah, Denise. First of all, Denise, you do an awesome job on Saturdays. Awesome with Mark, great chemistry with Mark. Awesome with Tommy, great chemistry with Tommy. Denise, you one of my favorite moments of this year is making you a part of the Busted Open family. You do a tremendous job. Everything that you do. Denise, thanks for joining us here for your first ever Busties.
Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Denise Salcedo.
Does a great job.
I mean, it's hard to go against MJF and Bryan Danielson. I don't know what the hell happened here. I'm gonna figure out.
Man,
what
I
was all
thought
about.
Kenny Omega, like the match that him and Will had was just.
When I hear banger, I think of kind of like a high spot, like athleticism, excitement match. And that's why I think that would have been the banger match for me, Ospreay and Omega. And I especially loved Ospreay's promo on Kenny right around Wrestle Kingdom because it was so real. There was so much emotion involved. So, I don't know. That's my thought.
But,
banger.
that being said, and Tommy mentioned it, I mean, WrestleMania 39, the biggest WrestleMania of all time as far as gate, merch sold, attendance, and the main event was Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So it's kind of hard, Tommy, to go against that match.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm thinking exactly like Bully. The term banger is those type of matches. If it's match of the year, which pretty much the category is, I totally have to give it to Cody versus Roman.
Okay.
And that doesn't include the outcome. It's just the overall match.
Horrific.
But Dave, you're still mad about it, so that's because you're emotionally invested in it.
I'm nervous, Bully. I'm really nervous about WrestleMania 40.
I will have a team of cameramen on you for the finish at WrestleMania 40. We have to get your reaction on video.
We actually need the reaction of when they announce what the main event is going to be. Because that'll be the best
You are
thing.
not, if they announce the main event and Cody is not in the main event, you are not allowed to take the next day off of work.
Oh no,
They're not gonna announce it until after Busted Open goes off the air.
Yeah, no way.
They haven't. They haven't.
We should
announced
also
that.
live stream him watching the Royal Rumble for the winner, because that's a big
I
thing.
feel bad for Violetta because my poor wife has had to go through all these ups and downs with me emotionally over this past year because of Cody and what's going on with this story. And man, you don't want to be around me if Cody doesn't get to finish his story at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia.
I mean, he won
doesn't
a
have to.
He won a busty. That's true.
Yeah,
what a busty.
It doesn't have to end at WrestleMania. That's not
All
the
right,
story.
let's go on to the next category.
Punk's story is the main event of WrestleMania, not
Let's go on to the
Cody's.
next category, please. We got to pick up the pace here. We're streaming live on YouTube. We're live, Tommy.
I know.
We're live.
We're live,
Here we
pal.
go. Our next category, the 2023 Busties for biggest return of the year. We bring in another one of our Sunday hosts. And also you see, what's the matter?
I can't believe it.
What's the matter, Mark?
Well, with the biggest return?
Yeah, that's the next category.
That's like the passive aggressive award.
Well, we gotta see who the winner is.
Dave, and the winner is.
Let's see who the winner is. But let's bring in one of our hosts on Sunday. Now that we're 7 days a week, Justin LaBar. You also can hear Justin on Fridays with myself and Thunder Rosa. I love the old school podswag.com/busted open hoodie that Justin has on. Don't like the hat as much. Justin, how are you, my friend?
The Washington racial slurs.
How are you, Justin?
Nice to see you too, Mark. I'm great. I'm honored and privileged to be part of this year's Busties and to be sharing the stage with you four.
All right, let's go. Here we go, Justin. I'm going to throw out the nominees. Tell me what you think. Here we go with the nominees. For biggest return of the year, Adam Copeland in AEW.
Mm-hmm. Good one.
Trinity debuts on Impact.
Awesome one.
Yep, very good.
Mercedes Moné at New Japan.
Okay.
CM Punk in the WWE.
That's a no-brainer. Just open up the freaking envelope.
Hold on.
Just open the envelope.
Justin, what do you think? Biggest return. What do you think, Justin?
Well, thanks for letting this 6-foot white guy have a layup. Like, thanks for giving me a layup here. I mean, it's CM Punk to WWE. It's CM Punk to WWE. I mean, look, Bruno came back and went to the Hall of Fame. Warrior came back and went to the Hall of Fame. Even Bret Hart came back, went to the Hall of Fame. I thought one day, many years in the future, maybe Punk would come back and get a Hall of Fame award. But the fact that CM Punk is back in 2023 on the active roster, in the context of return, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
All right, let's see who the winner is. The 2023 Busty winner for biggest return, but not in the main event at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, goes to CM Punk into WWE.
Let's go live to Chicago. CM Punk.
No, I don't want to take time away from Justin. Justin, you do a phenomenal job now that we're live 7 days a week. You and Jonathan Hood. I hope you're having a good time, my friend.
No, we're having a blast. Sunday show has been great. Thanks for all the positive feedback we got for people tuning in. And Jonathan's tremendous. He's a great co-host to have. So we're happy to put the 7 and 24/7 and make Sunday a must-listen-to episode each week.
Love the job.
What a wealth of knowledge Jonathan is.
Yeah, Jonathan's great. Justin, you're awesome. Love you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of our award show today. Happy holidays, Justin.
Thanks for having me on. Happy holidays to you guys.
I love it. All right, let's go.
You're going to go far if you know LaBar.
That's right. Take it to the...
Next.
Don't drive in a car with Justin LaBar. Don't go to the bar with Justin LaBar. He never pays.
Oh, God.
Boy, I wish Justin LaBar would learn how to play guitar. All right, let's go to the next category, the 2023 Busties.
And the crowd goes mild.
For female wrestler of the year.
Zero. You got no pops. On 3 jokes, you got no pops.
Yeah, if you have trouble opening up a jar, you call Justin LaBar. All right, let's bring in for female wrestler of the year, we bring in our own, the Bone Breaker, the Heartbreaker, the Soul Shaker herself, the one and only Mickie James. What's going on, Mickie? There you go.
Hello. Do you like my Christmas hat?
Look
You like
at
my
that.
holiday
Look at that.
festive?
I love that hat.
Little gingerbread action.
awesome.
Yes.
Mickie, thank you,
You guys
for
look like
joining
you're having
us.
a great time, by the way. You look like you're having the best
Love
time.
having you a part of Busted Open. You've had a great 2023. I love you on the air. You've done such a tremendous job, Mickie. So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, man. You know I love you guys. I've had so much fun with all of you now. I've gotten to share time with all of you on Busted Open. Of course, David, we can't miss without you. Very rare that you miss an episode.
Love you, Mickie. I love you. I love you. And you're the best person to have for this category. So I'm going to give you the nominees. And then Mickie, I want to get your take on our nominees for Female Wrestler of the Year. We have Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm.
Oh, man.
Oh, Tony.
Becky Lynch. Trinity. So, Mickie, you know every one of our nominees pretty good. What do you think of our nominees for 2023?
Well, they're all incredible. I feel like it's a really hard to decide just one of them because each of them are all in their moment and each of their own companies and are killing it. So, God, it's so tough. If I have to pick one who I think is just really took it to another level this year, particularly, I'd have to go with Toni Storm. I think what she's doing right now is so different than what anyone, male or female, is doing on television right now. It's so cool and refreshing and different and unique and spicy. And I'm in love with it. I'm kind of in love with it.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Hey, easy.
You know what? I just want to
Easy.
say that I don't know who's going to win this award, but my female wrestler of the year will always be Mickie James. Every year.
Oh, thank you.
I second that nomination.
There you go. That's why I'm Booker of the Year.
Exactly.
Oh.
All right.
But
So
Well, clearly you're not because I wasn't even in the category, David. I wasn't even nominated like number 7.
That's a Paul thing, Mickie. That's a Paul thing.
That makes sense. That adds up.
poor Paul. Paul's done a great
Paul is
job.
taking a beating.
Paul's
Like, we're
done a
gonna lay
great
off.
Paul, let me tell you. Wait, hold on. Let me give props where props is due. Paul has done an awesome job of producing this show all year round. Okay, he's had to deal with you guys, which is not easy. Okay, and he's done a great job from home. All right, so let's go. Let's see who is
Passive, aggressive.
Producer of the year.
He would
There's
be
only one
Daffy Duck
nomination.
with all those knots on his head because he is taking lumps today.
Yep. All right. Let's see who is the 2023 Female Wrestler of the Year.
Mommy.
And the winner is
Mommy.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, there you
Mommy.
go.
Yeah, I knew. Well, I was gonna go with Rhea, but I go. Everybody picks Rhea for everything. Like which good on her. She's winning everything right now. So I just thought the nation was gonna surprise us. That's all.
Well, I mean, I think like you could make the case for everyone in the nominees, really. If you think about
every
it.
last one of them did something incredibly entertaining and shocking sometimes because nobody expected to see Monet. What's
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Monet.
Nobody expected to see her come back the way she came back, and to see. Listen, even right there at Impact.
Trinity.
To see Trinity come back was I almost cussed. I'm trying to cut down, guys. It was shocking to me.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of fanfare. Like I was excited to see her back working and to see the glow again. And
That's right.
I mean, Toni Storm, like you said, Toni is doing something that, man, it's just not done in wrestling.
Character-wise,
You the only one?
Character-wise, right now,
Yeah.
she's knocking it out of the park.
Man, and when I see her, I lean in because it's something I never saw before. So, like, man, when you doing something first in wrestling, you doing something because everything has been done.
Mickie, awesome year. I love everything that you do. It wasn't a category because the winner was anonymous. The GM of the year is Nick Aldis.
Nick
I think
Aldis.
we can all agree
You know, that's
on
well. At least
on
one of us
SmackDown,
won
right,
something this year. Yeah.
Hey, well, you won everyone's heart. That's what you did.
You got the loudest pop for
Oh.
everybody who shown up on this Zoom box.
That's
here.
right.
You got the loudest
Yay!
pop.
They're popping for the gingerbread
The
hat.
nation loves you.
Yeah, Mickey, they love you. Mickey,
We love
thank you
you.
so
I don't
much.
think it's for the hat either.
Mickey, thank you
No?
so much. Happy holidays. Happy New Year, Mickey. We'll talk to you in 2024. Thank you for
All
everything.
right. Happy New Year. Bye.
Again, Mickey
Bye.
James.
Crazy
She's
Mickey.
like,
There's so many thank yous. I mean, seriously, 2023 has been the best year for Busted Open. You guys, I love each and every one of you. You guys are incredible. It's incredible streaming live on YouTube for the first time. I got to give a shout out to the love of my life, Violetta, who has to put up with all the wrestling that I watch each and every night. So I know she's watching at home.
Tell us how the lights stay on.
Yeah, and then we're going out date night Friday night. What are we going to see? The Iron Claw.
Don't do that.
I want to thank the Busted Open Nation. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Busted Open in 2023. We'll see you in 2024. And I have one more gift to give to the Busted Open Nation before we say goodbye today.
What is it?
And this is the man who's going to be performing his song, We Outside, Mr. A.J. Francis.
Ooh,
nice.
Nobody hotter.
That's right.
Nobody hotter.
Yo, Busted Open Nation, what up, man? Make some noise, man. Let's do it, man. What's up, man? Y'all ready for this? Thank you for having me, dog. Appreciate y'all, man. 2024 is a big year. You know what I'm saying? 90 days tomorrow. We getting lit tonight, though. Who ready to go outside tonight? I said, who ready to go outside tonight, though?
Yeah.
We
outside, baby.
We outside. Drop that.
Bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, this is produced by Slushy, one of the best producers in the world. Brought together by DJ Who Kid, one of the biggest DJs in the history of hip hop. You know we outside. It's a new year, and we outside. Bring your mouth and we pull up. Yeah, we outside. You got problems, we can solve them, cause we outside. Dollar, dollar, I'm a Pioneer City baby. Nana tried to save me, but I go where they pay me. Yeah, the flow is wavy, deeper than the Navy. And the bass kicking like a D-boy in the 80s. Yeah, my whole family spent time on that grimy block. Outside 24, ducking shots, not a shotty clock. Look out, keep a shotty cock. Act foul, get 2 body shots. Shorty said, please fly me out. Said she wanna try me out. Future bright, I'm shining now. I'm profound, she finding out. Best in the world, especially when the stars align. She asked me my horoscope, and I said a dollar sign. It's a new year, and we outside. Run your mouth and we pull up. Yeah, we outside. You got problems, we can solve them, cause we outside. Yeah, we outside. And we gon' slide. Yeah, we gon' ride. When we outside.
Don't ask me where I'm at, you already know where I be. I ain't hiding from no cameras, I'm outside, I ain't YB. Me and my brothers outside today. Friday I met her at the cabaret.
Seen that Rolls Royce drive away.
Then she was in my bed on Saturday. Different day, different whip, different day, different chick. 3-0 blocky different. You can play with them switches, you see that sense, it's gonna make you stop being ignorant. I come from the south side, these robbers ain't outside, they be perpetrating. I seen the op slide, now my bro on the curbside and his body shaking. My brother just called me, say he need a verse. Just send me the song, ain't no need to converse. We locked in for light till I'm covered in dirt. We locked in for light till I'm inside the
Hold on, one more again. Where we at?
We outside.
Hey man, big 2023 vibes ending. 2024 gonna be the best year ever for Busted Open, for AJ Francis, for everybody involved. Hey, you wanna know where I'm at? We outside! Yeah! Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, Busted Open Nation, all love. I'm gonna see you a lot more very soon. Holla at you. Peace. Thank y'all again, man. Appreciate y'all.